Asia on a very special occasion. Well, I'm racking up the miles, so let's get wild, 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 wild. I'm living my life, 'cause this is my time, and I feel like touching the sky. I travel the globe, I want you to roll. Around the world we go.
For those who can't say my name right, you can call me Dawn. I'd like to tell you guys a little story today about bees. It's springtime, and what better way to talk about springtime than to talk about the birds and the bees? I mean, I have a bird phobia too, but that's for another story. Bees. I forgot how old I was. I was young though. It was when I was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. Anyway, so about this story, it was me and my cousin Highness. So Highness is about 2 or 3 years younger than me. Let's say 4. I know he's older than my sister, Jamie. Anyway, so about Highness and I, we were playing outside my great grandmother's log house in Soap Creek a long, long time ago. We got attacked by bees, but I don't even know what we did to get attacked by bees. It was all blur. Anyway, so my dad's sitting in the vehicle we got there with, and me and Highness are playing outside, and there was just all these bees around us, but a bee stung me. Or no, a bee stung Highness first in this eye, and then I started laughing at him until I got stung by a bee. And then next thing you know, Highness got stung again. Guess where he got stung at? He got stung in the other eye. He was like, "Oh, it got me again! Oh, darn it, it got me again!" And my dad's in the car laughing at us because, I mean, he probably doesn't even know what's going on now. And he didn't have one puffy eye, but he had 2 puffy eyes. I mean, luckily for me, I got out as soon as I can. I mean, it's every man for himself. Those bees are dangerous, which brings me closer to my next story, which is about my little sister who had a fear of a bee mascot over at the old country harvest when Bellings had it. Yeah, she was afraid of the bee. I mean, every time this bee mascot would come around, she'd be crying to my dad or my grandma, and my grandma would be like, and that brings me to the mascot fears, bees, stings, and mascots. Who knew? And so my sister would cry every time she saw that bee. And then, it was kind of funny at first and kind of adorable, but after a while, it's just like, calm down. It's just a bee. Kind of got me thinking a few weeks ago. I realized I never had a fear of mascots. I had to make sure with my dad yesterday. He texted him asking me if I was ever afraid of Chuck E. Cheese. He says, no. In fact, I do believe he had a crush on the little pest. I never really liked Chuck E. Cheese. The only reason I went to Chuck E. Cheese is not because of the mouse. I went for the games. Tokens. It's like a casino for kids. I mean, maybe that kind of explains my gambling addiction, my online gambling addiction. Jamie was afraid of a mascot, and she grew out of her fear. She grew out of it. She's not afraid of mascots. She was just afraid of the bee mascot because of the way it looked. Which brings me to my friend who is 20 years old. I'm not going to say her name. Eleanor. Yeah, I'm just going to show you a picture of Champ the Bobcat. And for those of you who don't know who Champ the Bobcat is, I'm going to show you guys. His name is Champ the Bobcat. So, I mean, automatically, if you go to your football games and your basketball games, you're automatically going to see your college mascot there. As for Eleanor, it was different. It was a very traumatizing experience for her. I have a friend who was afraid of any mascot, I guess. I mean, she was even afraid of one at the Christmas stroll we went to in December. It was a friggin' dinosaur. But I think when you're about 20 years old, you're not supposed to be as afraid of these little childish things. So I decided maybe I should do something to try to get her over her fear at a basketball game. And Champ the Bobcat decides to, I try to wave him over there to like give me a high five or something. I'm like, Champ, Champ, come here, Champ, 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 Champ. And he hugs me. He gives me like a freaking big, freaking, not a bear hug, a bobcat hug. And he stinks. He smells like BO. I mean, whichever guy is wearing this Champ the Bobcat outfit definitely needs to use deodorant. So I tell him, I say it really loud. I was like, I have a friend over there sitting 2 seats to my right. I'm like, she's sitting over there. She's afraid of you. And he wipes his BO bobcat hug around her. And she's mad at me for the rest of the night because I tried to help her with her fear. She was mad at me the night, and she was mad at me the next day because I had Champ the Bobcat hug her just so she could get over her fear. I mean, if I was being a good friend, you'd think, I'm helping. That's all I got for you. Until next time, toy. Go forth and toy.